My name is Chase Johnson. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and we have used C3 Group several times on some of our large loss commercials and our higher end residential for their appraisal services and their public adjusting services. Their knowledge of the market, of the ever-changing regulations, and their ability to create a very thorough estimate from an understanding of construction and the management of the project.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Lead meteorologist Sean Choquette here for our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast, sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. Before we jump right into it, just if you need any help with getting used to our website and our app, have any issues, go ahead, give us a call, and we are happy to set up a train and get you guys all squared away for when storms happen in your area, so you're not messing around trying to figure out how the app works. So, yes, we'll get into the potential for storms next week in just a minute, but today, oh God, losing track of the days here on Tuesday. We do have a chance for some storms this afternoon into the evening and overnight hours. Looks like there should be some storms forming anywhere from up into North Dakota down through probably near the Kansas-Nebraska border, forming this afternoon into this evening. Storms could have up to some ping pong ball size hail. Right now it's looking a little more wind heavy, a little less hail intensive, a little more scattered, not as strong. But of course, if anything does go supercellular, you get a big supercell and pop through that cap, we could actually see a little bit bigger hail, maybe upwards of golf ball size, but probably closer to ping pong ball size is your best chance. And then this evening into the overnight hours, we could see storms forming in south central Kansas and back towards western Oklahoma. And that will be more going into the late night, moving probably through Oklahoma City, for example, in the very late overnight hours around 3, 4 in the morning. And that will probably also have potential for up to some ping pong ball size. So kind of think what Sunday morning had, not the Dallas area, but earlier in like Oklahoma City, you had that occasional quarter size hail for the more wind and heavy rain. So, yes, we'd like to see Kansas see more hail as well, Chad. So here we are, future radar shows that storms in the afternoon, evening hours, and then the very end of this run here does show the storms making it down to Oklahoma and through Kansas. So again, the storm, anything that can stay isolated, has that chance to see some little larger than marginally severe hail possible for this evening. And going into tomorrow, we have a couple areas at risk kind of scattered around the country here. We have hail possible in that Big Bend of Texas, where they've seen a lot of probably giant hail so far this year, but chances are not going to hit too many people. There's not a whole lot out there unless it hits Midland and Odessa. So up to isolated golf ball size hail, also possible in Arkansas and parts of southern Missouri, where the system that will be pushing through tonight, that leftover remnants tomorrow could fire off some hail there as well. And I'm also kind of watching this area in sections of Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, parts of Tennessee. There could be an outside chance you could see some hail. Again, quarter, $half, maybe ping pong ball size hail with that as well. So, showing that future radar. Sorry about that, guys. Showing that future radar, you see the chance for storms kind of scattered about through the day tomorrow. I had to go to Nation View, so I know it's a little hard to tell, but got some storms here. This one, of course, only shows a little bit of activity, isolated activity. And surprisingly, this particular model did not show Arkansas and Missouri. Of course, I accidentally picked one that was not the greatest for it. However, so looking beyond just tomorrow. Now, with it being June and the way the pattern is at the moment, it's a little challenging to go day by day beyond just about 3 days. So I'm going to go in the overall big, long range look. So this is where we're at right now. This is why you have a little bit less severe weather going towards the end of the week. But if you look at this weekend going into next week, you have a system. I walked right in the way for when it happened. Most importantly, you see this one coming in towards the end of next week. You see the jet stream making it back down to the southern and central plains. Now, typically, you get to the second half of June, and Oklahoma, especially, you're pretty much done. You're not going to see too much in the way of severe weather. Same with Texas. However, this year things are starting to look a little different. We have a lot of high activity in the jet stream, much like we had those last 2 weeks of May where we had a lot of activity. That was because the jet stream was roaring. We have a similar situation, a little more subdued than May, but you have a lot more moisture available in June, a lot more instability. So instead of lots of shear, lots of upper level winds, you replace that with very large cape, that the potential energy available for storms to get big and make big hail, tornadoes, etc. And that looks to be more into place starting by the end of this weekend, and then early next week. For example, I would see Denver probably sometime early next week, and then into Oklahoma, maybe even far north Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, etc., all at risk starting next week. And long range, looking like second half of June might mirror the second half of May, where we have a lot of activity. Maybe not the same areas, maybe not so much Oklahoma, maybe shift a little further north, give you that chance to have some more for Denver, for Kansas City, Omaha, maybe even further north towards Minneapolis and into the Great Lakes region like Chicago, etc., all potentially at risk in the second couple weeks of June. At least that's what we're looking here, but not up into Canada like it can be sometimes. So somebody asked, Denver, yes, whenever the system kind of pushes out across the mountains like that, that gives you the energy needed for storms to happen in Denver. Really, all you need is instability and the wind to blow in the right direction. That's how you'll get big storms to fire up off the Front Range in the Denver area. So that's just kind of a look at what we have in the long range. I know it's a pretty simple, small graphic, but make sure you follow us here on Facebook so you can hit see first, see more posts that we have. As usual, if you watch more than once, you probably know my little spiel at the end. Give us a call, 855-334-4245. Any comments, questions, concerns, interest in Hail Trace. If you want to set up a training, if you're having issues with our website, all that great stuff, give us a call. You can visit our website and you can email us as well. Yes, I'm in Chicago right now. Bring on more hail. Yes, Keith, we do want more hail in Chicago. I know Minneapolis, I know you guys want some hail. Probably want hail up in Omaha. I know Omaha had a pretty good storm in the early morning hours last couple weeks of May, but hey, more hail's welcome. And of course, don't worry, all you Kansas City watchers, I know we need that storm. We need a good storm. We just don't need a little iffy quarter-size swath. You guys want those baseballs, so hopefully we can deliver that. I'll go talk to Mother Nature or something. So follow us on Instagram as well. We do posts on there also. And hi from DFW. Hello. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you again tomorrow, 12 p.m., like we do every single day. And if for some reason a big storm happens and I'm able to go live, we'll go live. If not, well, you know, unfortunately, that kind of happens sometimes. There's only one of me. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow, 12 p.m., on whatever platform you normally watch us on. Have a good day.